it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday. Today we are talking my top 6. I tried to do 5. I couldn't do 5. So it's my top 6 favorite easy neutral go-to eyeshadow palettes. Now I'm gonna warn you guys, none of these are like the newest, latest and greatest. These are my tried and true. I have had these palettes for a few years in some cases. Palettes that I know when I need just a very simple go-to neutral eye look, like I can grab any of these and get exactly the look that I want in a matter of minutes, and I'm done and I am out the door. So I'm gonna share these palettes with you guys, and I will of course link them all down below. And I looked in the mirror just before hitting record and realized that my eye look today is obviously not very neutral. This look does not come from any of these palettes. I will link what is on my eyes down below as well. In fact, I've been trying to be a better YouTuber, and I'm trying to remember to link the makeup that I am wearing in the description box. I know that I said I've tried to make an effort of that in the past, but I'm getting back on that wagon. We'll see how I do. Let's get started. I'm going to start out with an oldie but a goodie. It is the original Lorac Pro. I am someone who loves the Lorac Pro formula. I know there's a lot of fallout, but I love it. This is just a palette that for me is a constant go-to when I want just a really simple eye look. My favorite from this is just to take the color taupe, put it in my crease, and then to use either champagne or nude on my lid. One of my favorite go-to eye looks. Works, it looks polished, it looks pretty. It's just an easy go-to. I think that I probably have a perfect neutral eye tutorial on my channel where I use this palette somewhere in my catalog of videos. By the way, a lot of you who are newer are asking me for tutorials. Here's why you don't see a lot of that on my channel. I don't edit my videos. I'm sure you've noticed that by now. I don't really know how. I mean, I kind of have an idea of how to now, but I don't feel like doing it. So yeah, I'm a little bit more basic with my YouTube channel. However, I know that I've gotten a lot of requests for this, and I'm going to try to do a few tutorials in the next month or so. We'll see if I can do it, if I can get away with not editing and doing a perfect neutral eye tutorial. But if you have not seen any of my other perfect neutral eye tutorials, they are on my channel. So there's several of them. That was back in the day when YouTube allowed me to do very basic editing on like my creator page. They took that away, so I don't know. I don't want to mess with iMovie, you guys. I just don't want to do it. Here's my second palette recommendation. This is the Smashbox Cover Shot Matte Eye Palette. I love matte eyeshadows, and this one's gorgeous. I don't ever see anyone talking about this, but this is beautiful, you guys. This is another one that I can just grab, and one of my favorite things to do from this one is to take this kind of purpley taupe, put it in my crease, and then take one of these 2 shades down here and put it on my lid. And then I will even take this matte black and use that to line my lash line. And that's it. Telling you guys, a lot of my eye looks are exactly the same, which makes it silly for me to own all these neutral palettes because I could just have one and do the same look over and over again. But I don't know, I like to play with different formulas and whatnot. The Too Faced Natural Matte Eyeshadow Palette. Always a go-to because this one again is all matte and it's super, super easy. I love this one. Cashmere Bunny in the crease. Maybe smoke it up a little bit with Risque. And then I will use one of these shades over here on my lid. And that is it. That's my go-to. Super easy. Love this palette. The Becca Ombre Nudes. This one does not seem to be as readily available anymore. I think the only place that I've really seen this anymore is probably on the Becca website, and then Derm Store still has it. I'll link all these things down below. You can see that I have hit pan on this shade over here. I'm pretty proud of that. So a lot of times with this palette, I like to take this shade right here, put it in my crease, and then one of these 2 on the lid. And that's it. And then sometimes I will even use this to smoke it out a little bit more, or use this as my liner. So this is a fantastic one. If you have any of these in your collection, pull them out. Like if you're just looking for an easy eye look, keep this one like on your table, on your bathroom counter, wherever you do your makeup, because this is just the easiest thing to grab and slap on your face and you're good to go. Naked Basics 2. I mean, how long has this been around? A lot of you probably already have this. This is a fantastic matte eyeshadow palette, in case you have a thing for mattes. I like to take either Cover or Primal, put it in my crease, and use one of these two shades over here, Skimp or Stark, put it on my lid, and then use this shade over here, Undone, to line my lash line. Are you guys seeing a trend here? And then the very last recommendation, I'm trying to make this efficient. This is probably one of the few efficient videos that you'll see from me. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. Most of you probably already have this, and because there's so much stuff constantly coming out, you probably haven't reached for this in like a year. Get it out. This is an amazing fall eyeshadow palette, and there's just some beautiful shades in here. What I like about this is I obviously like a lot of cooler toned matte eyeshadows for my crease. However, sometimes I like a warm look, and I can totally get that from this. So if I'm going for a much warmer neutral eye look, I will take this shade right here and put it in my crease, and then use something like this on the lid. So just those two, and then I use the black to line my lash line. It's so easy, you guys. But what's great about this one is you can get a cool toned look, you can get a neutral look, or you can get a really warm look. You have lots of options with this one. If you have never purchased this one, I highly recommend it. It is one of the best basic palettes that you can get your hands on, besides these guys here. So yeah, this is what I could narrow it down to. These are just ones that usually always end up in my Shop My Stash, like everyday makeup drawer videos, because they're just so easy, you guys. I love each and every one of these. If I lost any of these palettes, I would immediately replace them, and they're stunners. They're so easy. So let me know what your guys' go-to perfect neutral eyeshadow palettes are. I am obviously always in the market for more neutral eyeshadows. And all these formulas are great, you guys. They blend very easily. They're pigmented, the usual. Good stuff here. So let me know if you guys have any questions down below in the comments, and I will of course link everything in the description box. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I appreciate you supporting my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.